okay?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
But first, I want to play a few minutes of the last night's video, just so that the audience who may not be familiar with. So, can you spare about 24 minutes of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here for like half an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay, well, that's good enough right now. Right now, we're doing the pre-roll right now, so.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene, and today we have a lot of things going on, so we're going to have to work on this a little at a time. Yes, we have guests today, and we are going to be talking about a lot of things. And so let's get started by switching over to the guest so you can see her. This is Nikki from downstairs. And Ted, unfortunately, is under the weather right now, so he won't be here. So let me switch this over. Da-na-na, phone number, da-na-na, dissolve. Okay. So you can see Nikki on the couch there. Say hi, Nikki.
Hi, all of Michelle's live chat friends.
Yep, you're on live now.
Yep, sure am.
So, anyway, so Nikki is going to be joining me. We're going to be talking about a couple things as well, including we're going to be talking about the song that we were talking about, the Along the Winding Road in Lumi's video. And I hear a phone ringing.
That's my phone, Michelle. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I see cell phones too. All right, so let's start by let's see. So
Hello?
we have kids here today. We have Dory's granddaughter is here. So it's gonna get a little bit chaotic, and it's gonna be a real challenge. So please do me a favor, guys, and let's try to keep things civil, realizing that children are present. And whoa, go back up a bit. All right, yeah. So you bring it down, Nikki, because it irritates everybody. All right, so let's get started with the thing Michelle is going to share with you, and then we're going to be discussing this really quickly. So for now, let's just turn this volume down so that we can hear the piece from the Lumi video. Unfortunately, the phone's already ringing. Say that. Go, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. My name's Scott, and the reason I'm calling is I'm with the People of Tourette's Foundation, okay? And we received a written statement as well as a video of a person named MicheleMarieDalene who runs a YouTube channel.
It's Delaney.
Phone number. Okay. And Mrs.
Delaney.
She,
That's me, by the way.
Okay, Delaney, I'm sorry about that. Are you Mrs. Delaney?
Yes, I'm MicheleMarieDalene.
Okay, yeah. So we kind of got a problem here, and the problem is that you need to be educated on Tourette syndrome. And what happened was somebody called in and asked you about that.
Well, you know, sir, to be honest with you, I think that also people should also be aware of people who have Asperger's, because I have Asperger's.
Okay. Well, I'm not calling from the Foundation of People of Asperger's, okay? I'm calling with People of Tourette's. All right. So just to be clear, what we did is we put out a program, and the program linked the phone number that I'm calling now, and we encouraged people with People of Tourette's to go ahead and blockade and to basically do some activism type work,
okay, so you see a program, are you talking about that
your channel.
You're sending out a DVD?
So I just wanted to, this is just my formal reaching out to you. Legally, I have to do this. So, if you suddenly get flooded with a lot of calls from angry people, that's the reason why. And, hopefully it'll teach you a lesson. And hopefully your company or channel or whatever it is, you guys can learn a little bit from this, okay?
Okay.
Now,
well,
you have a nice day,
I think you're using plural for the wrong reasons.
Okay. All right, so first of all, let's just temporarily turn the phone off because we want to focus on the video. Now, because of bandwidth, and since what Lumi and I were talking about was mostly audio anyway, we're going to be focusing on the audio stream because, oops, drops the phone. So I guess that's klutz. Well, at least it didn't break anything. Oh, God, thank you. All right, so let's turn this on, guys. And so, Nikki, we're going to let you listen to it, and then we'll talk afterwards. it's level in relation to the camera tripod. Well, then she said, well, maybe the camera tripod legs are unlevel. So we did fix the lights so they were. But then, after we set the camera back up, it still had the same problem. Finally, Michele says, well, maybe you're right. Maybe the picture is unlevel. So she re-leveled the picture. So the picture is more level now than it was before. Right. See, that's something that INFJ and an SB would do. They would basically sit there and sweat over a thing of an unlevel picture frame. In other words, they're so micro-focused on that one topic that they cannot understand. But just like the song, The Long and Winding Roads, what we started out with, why is this song important to Michele? Because I think there's something in the song that speaks to Michele's spirit. Okay, we'll never disappear. I've seen that before. It always leads me here, it leads me to your door. Okay, so whose door? I don't know. Why do I always have visions of that goth room with the statuettes and in the large hall and with the statues, the blue statues all around the gallery, and the windows are all boarded up, or at least it seems like there's no windows in that one room, and the gas light is never really on, except maybe in the far corner of the room where there is windows and there's a door, which, as I said, has a chain on it, and the gas light is on, and sometimes I have a fire in the fireplace. And sometimes I don't. And almost always there's music playing on the Victrola. And I'm asking myself, what does that mean? Oh, we went through that before. There we go. Long and winding road that leads to your door. I've seen that road before. And every time I think of that song, I'm thinking of this gothic building. I gotta find this building. Something in part of me says, you got to find this place. You got to find closure. You got to find this place. In some universe, it exists. But why? I don't know. And that's a great question. And that's one thing also people would ask me. They will not quit until they find out what it is that is pestering them. INFJs are the same way. We'll tear apart something and tear it apart and think until basically, just like the guy from Injured Mind says, they're said they're accused of thinking too much. I'm sorry, but I gotta know where the fuck this place is. I've been wanting to know for years. Where is this place? I hate having to keep asking that question and not having an answer that's closer. Well, one of the things that we do know, it involves England. It involves England! Hello! Now, isn't that funny that England was one of the places I was thinking about emigrating to? There's gotta be a reason why. It's also, it's not in the city. It's like in the countryside. Or, within an outskirts of a larger town area or small town. Obviously, since there's gas, it's either running on propane or it might be running on acetylene. Yes. I do think I don't know which gas it's running on. If it's running a city gas or if it's running on propane or acetylene. I don't think it's acetylene because I looked at the flame and it doesn't have the type of burner arrangement for acetylene. So I don't think it's acetylene. Okay, so it is definitely natural gas or propane. Right. Okay. But it's just, and it's you who gets me out by coming in through either the maid's entrance or you coming through of the window. Yeah, I come in through, usually when I come into the room in Michele, it's usually through the maid's entrance. And then, of course, I can't go out the door to the porch because of that big, heavy, stout chain. Right, so I have to, if I come in through the window, it's like I smash the window, and then, of course, there's bars on the outside. Then I have to rip the bars off. Then I get into the bars. Why the hell didn't you just cut the lock? Well, I do in the end. Yeah, I do in the end, but why didn't you just cut the lock in the first place? Good question. Why didn't I just cut the lock in the first place? Alright, so now we're back. And of course, for those people who, now that you can turn the phone down now. So, you're going to switch this thing over, Michele, so I can see. Yeah, well, we already got that. Okay, so turn the phone back on, and then we'll...
I don't know how to turn it down.
Just turn on the record on the side of the phone.
I got it, Shell.
Okay, so anyway, so what we were talking about in that video is that we're talking about the Gothic building, the structure of the building, and the importance of the building. What we didn't go through because of time is we didn't go into detail much about the building, or what it represents. So before I tell you what it represents, let's see what Nikki's got to say about it, because she's been on a time crunch.
About what, the video?
Yeah.
Well, this is the second time I've seen it, Michele, and yeah, it's kind of drawn out a little bit.
That's why we cut it short.
It is a little drawn out, yeah.
Because it goes into a lot of material.
Yeah, well, and I understand it's you and Lumi.
So, okay. Let me just let them know the phones are now on. Okay. Okay, we are now taking calls, as you can see.
How do I get back to the live chat? You know what? Yeah, I have encouraged Michele to apologize for the the Tourette's thing, and that's on her. I think she did sort of try, but I don't think she's ever going to take responsibility for saying the things that she said or acting the way she acted. I can only, encourage her to do the right thing. Whether she takes it or not is on her. But well, you're right. It was a little bizarre, and I am happy that they're going to send her information and educate her on this, because that's what it is. It's lack of education.
Well, I think also would help a little bit too is that some of the callers that we have had on the show in the past have been making fun of me, and some of them say that they have this disability and that disability, and sometimes you really can't be sure what they really got. And I don't know anything about Tourette's personally, so that kind of makes it harder. When you don't know anything about a certain condition. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's see. The most important thing of all is the fact is that Michele is trying very hard to run a good show. She's not perfect, and this is really complicated, and this room is going to get really, really hot in here. Lynn Marie says, ask her why she refused to take responsibility for everything she has done. She and Dory's maid lady named Trudy committed suicide because they bullied her. Well, first of all, I did not bully Trudy, okay, and that's a fact. In fact, I was kind of wondering what the real story was. You don't have to be perfect to say sorry. Yeah, but you guys seem to want everything to be perfect. I never seen a group of people that have been so. Take Ruben for example. He expects that my life is going to be as perfect as a six-figure, college tenure salary. And my life is,
exactly.
And my
refusing
life
to take responsibility for actions.
Now,
there's nothing we could do about that. It is who she is, apparently.
Don't forget,
I hope we can move on and move forward from it. I mean,
but don't forget too, Nikki.
I hope she does. I hope that they send her some information and she can be re-educated. And Michele, I do understand that you have felt bullied on your live stream, but I also think that you have bullied others as well. I don't
Yeah.
know about this Trudy character person. I don't know, because this is only my second time coming on here.
Right. Okay. So let me.
I would certainly hope you're not that type of person. I don't view you as that type of person, but also to sit here and justify you victimizing somebody else's mental disadvantages, I guess I would say, is not okay, because we all have them.
Well, okay. Well, let me just speak in my behalf here because.
Yeah.
Number one, don't forget that some of the callers have acted kind of like that person that really did have Tourette's, and they were joking around, and they were, and that really kind of got me like wondering, like, is this guy for real? I know about the tics and everything, but you know, I don't really have a lot of personal experience with the condition. Since you are involved in the medical, the medical field, can you tell me about Tourette's?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know nearly enough about Tourette's to educate you, Michelle, but I think that's why people are gathered to send you some information so that you can be educated properly, so that maybe you can recognize it in advance. Or if somebody's telling you, you can have a little bit of sympathy as other people have for you and your disadvantages.
Unfortunately, we missed that caller. I'm sorry about that.
Sorry, caller.
She was just trying to finish her thought, and she kind of didn't realize the phone was ringing. So the answering machine took it. So if you want to try calling back.
Yes, sorry about that, caller. Please call back.
I said, whose kids are there? Can they hear the phone's calls? The answer is yes, they can.
Yeah, so please keep it G-rated.
Yeah,
and,
or at least PG anyway. I mean, the young girl is only 5 years old. That's Dory's granddaughter.
Yeah,
So.
please keep it G-rated if you can. If you can't, you know,
I know it's hard.
you know, let us know in advance. We'll figure that out. We'll put it on headphones
Go
or
ahead,
something.
caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, hello. My name is Winston. I'm
Hi,
calling
Winston.
from the foundation of the Tourette syndrome people.
You're the second one to call today.
And our spokesman called in at the beginning of the broadcast to voice his support for those of us who suffer from this horrible affliction. And it can be quite difficult to hold a conversation with people when we keep getting disrespected as such, MicheleMarieDalene. Okay? So we're going to call in to cunt, fuck off. We're going to call in tonight, voice our support for those who are having a hard time just existing every day with this disease.
All right, I got a suggestion.
Shell, don't interrupt her. She's not even done saying what she was going to say, hon.
No, it's okay. It's okay. She can speak.
Okay. Did you get out what you wanted to say to her? Because I think it's important that you're heard.
Well, first of all, I was going to say is if you guys would like to arrange to be on the show as an in-studio guest, we could discuss this in person on the show.
I don't think that's even necessary. I think it's something you could talk about right now. I think that they're just looking for you to be educated and for you to take responsibility for some of the things that you have said, maybe unknowingly or knowingly, and just say, hey, you know what, I'm sorry, I didn't try to hurt
believe you
somebody.
should be taking responsibility for what you said a few weeks back against us. It was quite the sorry, I get a little bit lightheaded when I get worked up. So
That's
I'm
okay,
going
honey.
to let our other members call in tonight. So
Okay, honey.
I hope
Thank you
they
for
can
calling.
get through just as easily. Thank you. You have a good night now,
You too.
sweetheart.
Could you do me a favor?
Fuck off.
Are you going to be sending this program as a DVD? Oh, she hung up already. All right.
So, Shell, you understand that a lot of people with Tourette's syndrome and people from the foundation are going to be calling in this evening to address that you're not taking responsibility for some things that maybe you've said?
All right. Well, I also would like to hear from Autism
Video,
Speaks, please.
44 hours and 49 minutes, 0 hours.
That just scared me. I know. I was like instant, like, I don't even
That was
know.
my phone. I accidentally activated the text-to-speech. All right. First of all, like I said, guys, I I think part of the problem, honestly, Nikki, stems from some of the callers that have been on my show, and all their teasing and joking, and that sometimes you can't be sure who's really telling the truth and who's not.
I understand that, Shell. But you know what? I think the person really did have Tourette's and was really trying to reach out. And I think that is the issue. And I think the other issue is that you're not saying, hey, I did something wrong. And I'm truly sorry, and be truly sorry for it. I think that is the problem. You're not accepting.
I think there is something wrong. I don't deny that.
And I'm glad that you don't. And I respect that, Michele.
All right,
but you need to just accept that you did something that is not great.
All right, we got another phone call.
Okay, take the call.
Go ahead, call you on the air. Okay, hello, call you on the air. There we go. Hello, call you on the air. It's your personal line, Michele. Oh. Hello. Oh, that's a telephone. Oh, boy. This gets confusing. All right, so we have two phone lines, and this gets really twisted. All right, so...
Lamar, the child has been taken to another location.
Yeah. And then...
Thank you, though. And you're right. I don't think that we realized that she might be hearing some things that are not okay. So she's been taken to another location, so she's not a part of this. You're absolutely correct on that.
And we know that some of the people here kind of don't really think about it that much. And so, we are aware of that. And we'll do our best to keep things appropriate. Well, it's not like we're trying to plan to have kids get infected by bad speech. Trust me. All right, so now one of the things, I want to get back to the video. I shared part of it because of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act under the Fair Harbor provisions. I only could play a small piece of it anyway. And Lumi, would you like to introduce the topic? In the video that was on my channel, it covers what Michele called the long and winding road. And it talks about... All right, let's take this call. Go ahead, call. You're on the air.
Yes, my name is Brian.
Hi, Brian.
I've been living with Tourette syndrome my whole life. And I am very offended by the fact that you refuse to apologize for what you did. Okay, and you see, disrespecting people with disabilities like that is not okay. You don't understand what it's like to fucking shit go through life.
Okay, well,
with
let's
people
not forget
always making a joke out of your disability.
Excuse me,
and
Brian.
just because it's a speech-based fucking shit disability doesn't make it okay. And I, for one, I am extremely angry with how you fucking shit, how you're handling this. Because I think what was a small problem, what you probably could have fixed was, I'm sorry that I said that.
Okay.
Isn't worth it to me. You could have easily given an apology and instead you refused to apologize. Okay? And you don't understand what it's like to live with Tourette's. I don't pretend to understand what it's like to live as you. But
good point.
But there is no disability that makes bullying okay. And fucking shit. And it just really hurts my feelings. I think it hurts the feeling of a lot of people, and I think that you really underestimate the amount of people that have Tourette's around the world. Can I ask you
a question? Okay, now,
what would you like to ask? Fucking shit!
Well, okay, first of all, I have Asperger's, okay? Now, I also have a disability, okay? I'm just trying to explain this. We have a lot of callers on the show sometimes that call, and they always try...
Fucking shit!
And there's a lot of them that pretend that they have certain conditions, and so when a real person calls... Are
you accusing me of pretending my...
No, honey,
no.
Fucking no, she's not. She's saying that she gets confused.
With this my whole life. You don't understand.
No, honey, you're misunderstanding what she's saying now. She's saying that she's having a hard time deciphering, not at this time, but previous times, who may have been lying and who may have been telling the truth. She knows that you're telling the truth, sweetie. She's trying to explain why she responded the way she did to that specific person. Because she thought that person was making up a joke and turning it into something that's not funny.
Right, exactly.
But her reaction was not okay. She did not handle it well. She did not handle it well. She does need to take some responsibility. I certainly hope she does. I don't see that happening personally.
However,
but
we have to understand that since we have callers, we have callers on this channel that do not respect people with disabilities either. Because I have Asperger's and I'm legally blind. And I have people who have been making fun of me. Okay. And
well, I don't think having Asperger's and being legally blind makes it okay to bully people.
I'm not saying it makes it okay.
And that's what you did. You bullied that young man for calling in, and because he had a tick, you bullied him. And you're refusing to apologize. That's the problem. You won't even say sorry because you're not sorry a fucking shit about it.
Well, okay. Nikki, you want to try to help moderate this? Because you want me to try it?
I don't think there's a way that you can.
Do you know anything about Tourette's syndrome? No.
Michelle, I don't think that you can unless you take some kind of responsibility and apologize to the individual and the individuals that you have offended.
But the individual hasn't called yet.
I understand that, but by offending that one individual, you have offended many individuals. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right, but
because
I really don't think you're grasping the scope of the size of people of Tourette's.
No, I don't think she does, and I don't think
with this.
I don't think she's grasping that it isn't about the fact that she also has a mental disability or an affliction. However, you personally
right.
view it.
I'm just saying
she's looking at it and saying
my child has Asperger's, so I understand.
So you do understand. You understand both spectrums.
And
right.
I do understand that you have trouble understanding when you need to take responsibility and when not to. I understand that, okay? And I'm trying to help you do the right thing. I'm not trying to yell at you. I'm trying to help you do the right thing. All you need to do is apologize. Apologize for what you did to the individual and fucking shit what you did to the group.
Is your name is Brian, right?
That's my name, yes.
I think you're an amazing person. Thank you so much for calling and saying that you want to help Shell and that you're not just here to criticize her, but that you want to make her a better person.
Right.
That makes you a better person.
I don't want to see her because when people do this,
here's
it
what I'd
can
like to
sometimes
do.
turn ugly.
Here's what I'd like to
don't
do,
wanna see
Brian.
that.
No, thank you, Brian. That makes you an amazing person. You know that?
Okay. If anybody would like to be on the show and would like to address this in person, maybe speak up in person in camera, let me know. Send me an email address. What day and time?
Shell, what is that going to change? How is that going to change anything, Shell?
Well, first of all, we'll change it because number one is that they'll get a chance to speak.
Fucking shit!
They'll be able to speak their piece too. They'll be able to speak on camera.
Well, they're able to speak their piece when they call you. They're speaking their piece now. They're asking you for something. They're asking for you, Shell, to take responsibility and apologize.
I apologize. It wasn't, like I said, it was not like I was deliberate.
And you and I understand that it wasn't a deliberate thing. And I don't think it was. But the point is, it did hurt somebody. It did hurt others.
And that was not intentional.
It hurt a lot of people.
I think we did, and I think that
and the right thing to do is to apologize. And unfortunately, you're struggling with the saying "I am sorry" and then inserting what you are sorry
and
for.
I also said that I'd like to have you guys come on the show as well, so that we can bring awareness to Tourette's because I know nothing about it.
Well, if you apologize, I missed the apology. But me personally, if you're in the San Bernardino area, I'd be more than happy to meet you.
Aw.
Okay, well, my address will be given at the end of the show, as well as my email address.
Well, are you in the San Bernardino area in California?
That's far away, Shell. I don't think we're going out there.
Okay. Don't forget, could you help me some advocacy for me, too? Because, I have Asperger's. Okay. And I really need some people to advocate on my behalf also. Because I don't think it was...
Well, I'd be more than happy to advocate for you if you'd be willing to do the apology. Because you say you said sorry, but I explained to you I didn't hear that apology.
I did say I was sorry.
So I'm still offended.
I just
when
did
say
I said I'm sorry. I said I was sorry about 5 minutes ago. I said I was sorry 5 minutes ago because it was not on purpose. It was just... You
said I am sorry for offending the people with Tourette's?
I am sorry I offended anybody. It doesn't matter if it's Tourette's or Asperger's or legally blind, hearing loss. I'm sorry for anybody who got offended.
Specifically, you affected people that live with Tourette's.
So,
that's the problem. Fucking shit!
Okay, what do you think?
I'm gonna let you go. I just hope that you learn from this situation, and hopefully, others that reach out to you, hopefully they come with the same approach of just trying to educate you. So you have yourself a wonderful night.
Goodbye, Brian. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Brian, we got a question here. Somebody was asking this on the chat. Oh, he hung up. I didn't get this. All right. Maybe you can answer this, Nikki. I don't know what you know about Tourette's. I really don't know that much. Jim, you all the world. Okay. Well, I hope he gets the medication he needs. What medication helps with Tourette's?
I couldn't even begin to tell you because I really, truly do not know what kind of medication they would prescribe for somebody with Tourette's. I don't know that there is one.
I don't know. Just like
I don't know that there is one.
There's no medication that I know of that necessarily works for people with Asperger's either. The only one that has some functional mobility is Resveratrol, and that's
Resveratrol?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's questionable because...
That's a pretty heavy antipsychotic, huh?
Yes. That's the reasons why doctors don't want to prescribe it, because of that reason. Because it does a lot more damage to the Asperger's mind than it treats. All right, so now I want to get back to what I was covering, guys. And as far as anybody else from the Tourette's community calling, could somebody please from the Autism Speak community also contact me? I think we ought to have an open door conversation about all the disabilities.
We don't have enough time to talk about all the disabilities in the world because there are
we don't.
Great many, and I could tell you that most all people have some kind of disability or could be labeled had they went to a doctor or therapist or somebody of that nature. Anybody could be labeled. That does not necessarily mean that all people do have mental disability, but I think that everybody's got something.
Right. And by the way, for those of you who are wondering why her picture's a little glitchy, I'm not sure why.
I'm not too concerned with that.
Okay. It says, no offense, I'm not trying to sound rude to say this out of rudeness, but I have done research, and Tourette's is linked with demonic possession. This is from the Prince of Peace, Martin. Okay. Well, I don't know about that. I don't really understand much about Tourette's to speak up one way or the other if it's linked to demonic possession. I do know that there's questions about if...
My name is Nikki.
Okay. Let's see. And who asked about what your name was?
Yeah, and they would like to speak with me, so go ahead.
Okay. All right, so is the phone on?
You can ask anything you need to ask.
Yeah, the phone is on, guys. I just checked the volume. Talk to her and ask her something. Yes, you can. Call the number 860-738-8463. Call now while the rates allow. And why do you keep smoking cancer sticks?
Cancer sticks?
Cigarettes. Okay. He wrote it as Keener sticks, like sugar sticks.
No, he wrote it right. I like cigarettes, man. I got my own things. Cigarettes is my thing. You know, it's not the most healthy thing. I'm probably going to die from cancer, and I'm probably not going to be able to breathe, but that's what I do. That's my thing, you know?
Yeah, it's also very expensive.
It is very expensive.
Well...
They're my thing.
And our 11H30 says LOL. Yeah. So, alright, so anyway, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to try to cover a little bit about that imagery of the video. I'll let you guys watch the video later, but let's explain what the room means. Why is the room dark? Because I'm legally blind. Why am I in a room that's basically chained up? Because I feel incapacitated.
Chained up?
Why are the blue statues on the second gallery? What do they represent? They represent all the people they unintentionally froze out of my life. Why is there...
That's okay, no problem, honey.
Why is there a big chain on the door? Because I feel like I'm trapped. Where would I rather be? Outside. Why don't I go outside? Because there's a big chain on the door. Why is Lumi important? Because she helps me get outside. Why didn't she go through? Why didn't she open the door to bolt cutters? She couldn't answer that. Why didn't I try to escape through the maid's entrance? I have no idea.
Shell, they want to know what you think about Tourette's being linked with demonic possession. They're asking that.
I don't know enough of Tourette's to honestly give you a straight answer.
Good. That's good, because that's good you're saying you don't know. I'd rather hear you say you don't know than have you speak about something that you think you know about.
Well, I've learned long ago, if you don't know about it, how can you say one way or another?
I'm glad to hear you say that, Shell.
So how's Ted doing anyway?
Ted's not feeling well. He was up all night. He kept me up most of the night. He really isn't feeling well, so he needs to stay in bed for a day or so.
Oh, okay.
He's got, a head cold or something, but he kept me up all night. I'm exhausted.
My lady friend wasn't feeling well today either at the sick kitchen. She's on antibiotics right now, and so she said they think it's bronchitis. She's on medication now for it. But anyway, what can you tell me specifically about the only medication that I do know that works through research for people with Asperger's, and even that's questionable at best, which is resveratrol. You say it's a strong antipsychotic drug. What does it do? How does it work? I know you're not Dr. Burt. I know you're not a psychiatrist. I know you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know all that. I mean, sure, we can look it up. I mean, you actually, you should have all kinds of paperwork on that, because every time you pick up a prescription, it tells you all of those things.
Yeah, but I don't take resveratrol, so how would I know?
I thought you did take resveratrol.
No.
It's just a medication that you were saying that they suggest that you take? I'm confused.
No, it's a recommended medication usually prescribed to people with Asperger's.
Oh, but you are not taking that medication.
The only thing I'm taking is Synthroid for my thyroid, Nispin for my liver, and Celebrex for my arthritis.
Right.
And metformin to make sure I don't get type 2 diabetes.
Cool.
It's also part of the age-related experiment from the Australia to see. They say that metformin may be able to prolong people's lives in a positive way, so they can live longer. And People of Peace, he calls himself the Prince of Peace now, but it says, well, demons like to cuss and hurt people, and if the person is inhibited by a demon entity, I'm sure they will cause the person to act in such and use them to hurt others like they're using this person. First of all, I think that is better be careful, guys, because some people may take offense to that. That's all I can... No,
Michelle has Asperger's. She does not have Tourette's.
Right. I have Asperger's, and I also have reverse seasonal affective disorder.
R11H30. The reason we're talking about Tourette's is that I guess a couple weeks ago, Michelle had offended somebody that had Tourette's, and also offended a lot of the community of people who have Tourette's and people that don't have Tourette's too. I mean,
Because
she's offended some people, and
is that,
they're looking for her to take responsibility and apologize for some of her
what
actions.
happened was the person called. He tried to hold a conversation, and then he kept, you know, like the guy was saying with the cussing. He wasn't cussing. He was saying other things, and I thought it was like this one guy that used to joke around my channel called CBC Coachella or something like that. And so I tried to hold a conversation with him, and we did okay, but something kept happening where he started saying blah or something like that. It was like I couldn't tell what he was saying, and I started to feel like I was being teased. So I hung up on him. I didn't say anything bad about him. I just didn't know why he was doing that. Well, okay, I read your full comment, people of peace. Come on. I definitely did read your full comment. But like I said, there's a lot of people out there that either on this channel there's a lot of kids or a lot of people that are basically practical jokers. And because of that, I never know who's on the other side of the phone. So I try to be professional. I do make an effort, but it doesn't always it doesn't always work out right. Let's see. Now I'm surprised right now the phone's being quiet. It surprised me, and the phone is on. Oh, it's off the hook, Michelle. I gotta work on finding a way to make sure this thing lets me know it's off the hook. I'm sorry, guys. I really did not know it was off the hook. All right. Okay, so now the phone is on the hook. Oh, for the love of Pete. Okay. So based on what I was talking about, back to the room thing, what do you think about it, Nikki? That one of the things that me and Lumi agreed on is it's time to get out of that room.
That is absolute craziness, Lamar. I'm just reading that your comment, and I would like to hear that. If she said that and it's at all anywhere recorded, I want to hear that, because that is just like, that would hurt me very much as a person, as I don't believe in racism in any way.
Oh. You're talking about what Lamar Reeves is saying?
Yeah, what's with that? You blocked somebody and you repeatedly called them the N-word?
No, that was probably there was a lot of confusing in the early times. Not even to start, Nikki, one time a black dude named Jackson Kelly was blocked by Michelle because he asked her to do something about guest notes. People of peace calling him the N-word repeatedly. I did not. Don't forget, people of peace got into an argument with Jackson Kelly, too. I remember that.
Yeah, but, Michelle, that's not it. The question is...
But I didn't block him.
But did you call him an N-word?
No, I didn't. People of peace called him the N-word. I never did.
Okay.
Okay?
She blocked him.
Blockchain.
Oh, I see. I'm reading now. I get it, Lamar.
Well, I think that was, don't forget the...
What's a blockchain, Michelle?
It's cryptocurrency. Well, what Ted was talking about...
Okay, that's what Ted was talking about the last time we were on? I get you.
All right, there may be physical proof, guys, but don't forget, the early days, there was a lot of confusing stuff going on. Don't forget that.
Lamar, I understand a little bit. I do.
I mean,
again, she's not going to take responsibility. She clearly doesn't. I'm okay with it. That's her thing. That's her issue. And I'm just going to let her have it.
I'm not trying to not take responsibility for it. I'm just trying to say...
Well, you just said you didn't do something that you did. Or that they're saying they have proof for. So I'm confused. I don't know. It's okay. I'm just confused.
I get confused, too. That's the whole problem with sometimes these shows. Especially when a million questions show up at a time and the phone's ringing and I don't have any help. Sometimes I get confused because of my hearing loss.
Right. And your hearing loss. You have hearing loss, and you can't see, and you have Asperger's. You got a lot going on. Michelle, I don't think you can use Asperger's as a reason for saying wrong things to people, or using it as an excuse for this is why I do these things because I have Asperger's.
No,
I certainly can't say that I have PTSD and that's your fault. You didn't make me have PTSD. You know what I mean?
That.
Like, right.
But I think with my hearing, though, could definitely have been possible.
But I can't say I'm making bad life choices because I have PTSD. I mean, to an extent, maybe in the beginning I could say that, but in the long run of things, can't. At some point, it's just, you know what? I did it. I have no reason to have done that. It was wrong. It's not okay. It's not because I have PTSD. It's not because I have bipolar. It's not because I have got anything.
Are you seeing the comment there by Merton?
No. I didn't get to read that yet. I'm
Martin
getting up to
K-Max
it.
says, I think Nikki is naive and she believes the trolls. No offense. I'm not bashing
offended.
her, but I'm just saying my opinion. And then R11H30 says, why do you have PTSD?
Hold on, I'm just reading. Let me just catch up to you guys, all right?
Yeah, why don't you call people, piece? You have the phone number. It's on the screen. The phone is on the hook. I just checked it. I'm sorry, but it was off the hook, guys. I didn't know it was off the hook because they didn't give me the disconnect tone. So,
you want to know why I have PTSD? I have PTSD due to a couple things. I will say that when I was 13, I was raped in a public park. My husband died. I'm very young to have a husband who has passed away. There are some things in my life that, I've been through that have caused me to have some very bad dreams and flashbacks, and it's put down to PTSD.
Well, I can say I'm very lucky.
And I'm okay with that, and I can handle that. As of you calling me naive, that's okay. I'm a little naive. I'm okay with that. I accept that. But I don't know. I don't even know what a fucking troll is. What you're referring to a troll. So I'm okay with that too. It doesn't bother me too much. Thank you so much. But those are things that I have coped with and dealt with. It's not something that I suffer with all the time. You know what I mean? On occasion, something might bring back a bad memory, but you deal with it. You don't just leave it there. You deal with it head on.
Right. Well, that's the reason why. The Long and Winding Road video was really important if you watch it to its entirety. Is me and Lumi did deal with it. Let's put it this way. I got a free psychological counseling, so to speak. Psychoanalysis. Psychodynamic, actually. Michelle actually did need to get those things off her chest. Because I think that the imagery is very strong in that one. Yes, you can talk to Nikki. She's right here.
Thanks, Lamar.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I try, and Nikki knows I do try to do a good job too. And so do I. So does Lumi. But sometimes it's hard though. Like I said before, we screw up, unfortunately, just like everybody else does. But do you think that me and Lemmy made the right choice by being able to finally discuss and explain what we need to do to get out of that bolted up room?
What's up, Martin? You said you wanted to talk to me? This is the second time I've read that you want to talk to me. So go ahead, ask what you want to ask. We can have a conversation if that's what you want to do. I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm waiting for you to ask or talk to me.
Okay, well, go ahead, Martin. You can call. It's up to you.
Either way, I'm here.
I'm gonna go get my bottle of soda that's sitting on the table.
You're going to get your what?
Bottle of soda that's sitting on the table.
I thought you said your Bible something. I was like, what? Not that would be a bad thing if you were grabbing your Bible, but that's right. I thought you were saying like some weird thing.
Dory gave me this cherry cola because she didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I don't mind.
Me and Ted gave that to Dory But I think it's a little too sweet for for Dory and me and Ted. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it works for you. I hope it's something that you can enjoy.
The one I like best of all is I like vanilla Coke. But I haven't seen that around lately. So
good for you. I'm glad you can kind of man up and apologize and say, hey, I did something wrong. I do it all the time. Sometimes I have to do that daily, man. And thanks for taking responsibility for some of your actions. That's awesome. It takes a real person to be like, I'm sorry. I did this. I hurt somebody, and I didn't mean to do that. Right. I got frustrated. I did something that wasn't okay. Thanks for sharing that with me. Appreciate it.
In the beginning of the show, I was so many challenges ahead of us. And I hate when it does that. Is it still live?
Yeah, it's not Tim, honey. It's Ted, and he's not feeling well, so he's downstairs home in bed. He literally he was up all night just really coughing, and he's quite ill. So I apologize. He apologized. He did want to come, but he didn't feel well, and he just I don't blame him. Stay in bed, man. Sometimes it's just you gotta take care of yourself. It's hard to do sometimes, but.
Okay.
Stay right here. Play on Nana's computer. Do not touch him. Come on, Dusty.
Dory, come sit with me for a minute.
Okay,
all right,
we're back.
Do that, and then you better come sit with me for like 3 minutes.
What happened?
So, let's see. Never apologize a role. Nobody harps on you about it anymore. If Michele apologized, should be in the same boat as you. Well, first of all, we made a couple positive changes since January and December. We've made some positive changes for this channel. And I apologize, for the times that I've said things. I do have said things. I will be honest about that. I have said things that I later said to myself, why did I say those things? I don't really care what your race is. That was one thing. We were being allegedly accused of being racist, and I'm not a racist person. As Nikki and Ted explained that to you on Sunday. What's up with Dory? Well, I don't know. You can ask her. She's right here. They want to know what's up with Dory.
Yeah, Dory's gonna come.
So
I got Dory to come say hi. Thanks for your concern about Ted. Yeah, he's just not feeling great. I'll let him know that you were concerned about him though. Thanks a lot. We need support, from each other as people. So any kind of positive thing is great. Here's Dory. Dory, say hi.
Hi, everyone.
No, in the microwave.
Oh, hi, everybody.
I just wanted you to say hi into the microwave. Dory, say hi into the microwave.
Hi, microwave.
microwave. No, I mean the microphone.
That's how you know I'm way overtired. Trying to get people to talk into microwaves.
Yeah. It's like you can supposedly make an aluminium ball using a microwave. Which is a bad idea. Well, the first thing is, it's amazing now, where is all the phone calls right now? The phone is on the hook. Yeah.
Shell, I think you should double, triple check all that.
Well, actually, for a while, the phone was off the hook about half an hour, about 10 minutes. There it's ringing now. Go ahead, call, you're on the air.
Yeah, I got a question for Dory.
Okay. Dory, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi, Dory.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. The reason I'm calling is because I'm not sure if you had seen this video or not, but it really raised some red flags for me. Michele was discussing what you receive in disability benefits and whatnot, and she mentioned that you went from $800 to $350, I think it was, and I just don't think that's right that she would use a public forum to release that information.
Yeah, that's not acceptable.
I'm just calling to give you a heads up on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just say that's not acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
No problem.
I know. Me and Michelle have been trying to talk about that because Michelle has she puts her information out there, and me, I'm kind of a private person, and I'm trying so hard to get her not to put my information. But thank you for bringing that to me.
Yeah, I don't think that's right, that people know what you make in a month, you know. That just doesn't seem right. That seems like your personal information, and now thousands of people know it. So it just, you know, it's just not, it's not right. And I just wanted to bring that. I didn't know if you were aware that she did that or not, so I just wanted to bring that up to you, and that's all, Dory.
Well, thank you for bringing
yeah, no, well, thank you. And I see on the screen there, and I see you got a new haircut. Or hair coloring.
Yeah, I dyed my hair. Thank you. But
yeah, it goes real good with your eyes. So it's a good choice on the blonde.
Oh, thank you. But I want to thank you for bringing that to my attention. And Michelle and I are trying to work on that, though, so she's not putting my information out there. But
yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. I was just very concerned about that. So
by the way,
you ladies all have a good one.
You too. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's your story with your channel, Dory? Do you ever plan to do another video on your channel, or?
I don't know. If I ever do, I know I gotta go on there, and I know I gotta fix a lot of mistakes that's been saying about me and stuff like that.
Yeah, well.
So.
But you know what, though? I think that, you know, like I said, unlike Dory, I tend to be more public with my information. My whole life is on the internet, pretty much, and it doesn't really bother me. I don't really think... I mean, I don't know why you'd want to dig through every single one of my pieces of information, but I have voluntarily released my information to the National Security Agency, the CIA, the FBI, the KGB, the FSB. They all have it.
So I can't do all that. I mean, it took her a long time to get me to even to do videos.
Right, but you haven't really done too many lately.
I haven't done too many recently because since the Trudy incident,
right.
I just don't think that I was actually bullying her, because I felt that she was bullying my friend, and
there was a mistake, because the two almost sounded identical. I kept saying...
you're not letting Dory finish what she's trying to say, huh?
Go ahead.
And like Michelle just said, that I was going to say that this girl Trudy sounded just like my friend Hancy. It was about my friend Hancy. And me and Hancy have been best friends for a very, very long time. And I apologized to Trudy. I don't know if she accepted it, but I was very apologetic to her, and I'm very sorry that happened. But I don't like, since then I really haven't done any videos.
Because you don't want to hurt people.
And I don't want to hurt people, and sometimes, because I have disability, and sometimes I don't think before I talk either. So I just want people to know that I'm not a bully.
I've done the same
Dory,
thing.
thanks for taking some responsibility for negative actions that you made in the past. That makes you a bigger person.
Yeah, and
it does. And I think that it speaks volumes that you're not willing to do another video since this incident happened, because it affected you negatively. Yeah. Because you think about it often. I know you do. Because you come to me with it sometimes, like, hey, did I do this to this person? Could I have made this person do something so terrible?
It's one thing with Lamar. No, Dory changed her cell phone number, as did I. So unfortunately, the number that you have is obsolete. They're saying is one time I tried to call you, I accidentally read the digits out loud. Well, the phone.
But that was an accident. I can see that. But like, Michelle is trying really hard not to get my personal information out there. Because if she does, I do have a tendency of getting upset with her, and when I get upset, I'm getting anxiety right now. But when I get anxiety and I have a tendency to raise my voice and get loud, and I don't mean to, and Michelle is one of my dearest friends, and yeah, I did horrible things, but that's my disability too, because when I get scared, I run.
Well,
Right?
Marie says, but the point is, you did give out her phone number. Yeah, but as you said, everybody has a number because you read it out loud when you were calling her once.
Well,
that wasn't like I was deliberately giving out the number. I was just reading the digits as I was punching them on the phone.
But nonetheless, you did give out her number. It's not okay. It is something that you guys are working on. Michele, just because your life is open to the public doesn't mean that you could put everybody else's life on blast. It's not okay. And especially telling her account information, what she gets monthly, that's not okay. Shell, if you did that to me, I would be freaking livid. I couldn't even sit here with you if you did that to me. And I have to laugh about it because I think if I was in Dory's shoes, oh my God, I couldn't even fathom that. Please don't ever do that to me.
I won't. It says, okay, he says here, but there's a video on YouTube where she was interviewed by a dude and she gave out so much of your personal info. She did that on her accord. On whose accord? Oh, I think I know. Yeah.
well,
that was, like I said, I apologize for that already.
Okay. Well, listen, guys. Like I said, I have my granddaughter here.
Okay.
And I want to spend some time with her. So I'm going to go spend some time with her, and if I have a chance to come back out, I will talk. But
okay, so Martin says he wants to ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick, Martin. She really does have to go.
It takes like 2 or 3 seconds for them to get the comment, unfortunately. So, here we go. All right. Lamar says, have a good one, Dory.
You too, and thank you. And like I said, if I have a chance to come back out, I want to see if she wants. It might be bath time, so I just want to say I will try to do a video on my tube, okay? Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for letting me talk. Bye.
Okay. Okay, Martin, since Dory wants to get downstairs, or with her granddaughter, you can talk with Nikki, of course, and me. If you want to get back in the center, well, you already are kind of in the center. Can you see the chat playing properly now?
Me, not really. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I can see it.
The screensaver sometimes might kick in. That's just.
I got it.
So let me do this, since unfortunately I can't. If you have phone problems, I can try to help you with them. But like I said, I'm only over here. Because I'm keeping my buttons on the phone so I can answer your phone calls. I did not wire up a remote control yet, so I can answer the phone from the couch.
No, Dory's not available at this time. I'm sorry, Hancy from
Michigan.
She's not available at this time. If she gets a moment, she can come and talk to you, but at this time, she's not available.
Okay.
And do you continue to change your name? I thought you were Martin. Now you're Hancy. I'm confused.
No.
Are those different people,
Hancy's
Shell?
another person.
Oh, they're different people. They just have the same picture.
I think so.
But they have the same picture, so I'm confused. That's why. That's the confusion.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. Now, yeah, you're right. They do got the same picture.
So I'm confused. What's going on, Hancy, Martin?
People of peace.
Whoever. I mean, I don't know who you are.
All right. I think he has a new account. Yeah, people of peace.
You're a totally different person with the same picture? Oh, okay, Lamar. I get you. Thanks,
Okay.
Lamar, for filling me in.
But either way, Martin, this is your chance to ask Nikki a question, since you did say you wanted to ask Nikki a question. This is your time. And the phone is on the hook, so we should be able to call in as well. And you can see the live chat working now correctly?
I can.
Okay.
And I only myself have about another 10, 15 minutes. Then I have to excuse myself as well, Michele. You know, I've got a lot going on. I'm tired myself, and I'd like to have some downtime.
Right. And so hopefully Ted next, maybe, let's see, today's what, Wednesday? Sunday,
we'll see what's going on Saturday. I'll let you know Saturday evening what's going to go on if we can make it for Sunday. Okay. I don't like to promise to do something, because if I can't do it, I feel bad. I don't make promises unless I can.
Right. And of course, there may be some good news coming up in the future. which I am not at liberty to discuss right now. But let's discuss, wrap up what we're saying about with that video from yesterday. What was your personal opinion after you watched the majority of it? After you saw how me and Lumi were together to pick that video apart. We didn't even have the information of the statues initially. Now we figured out the statues after we did that video.
Well, I think you spent a lot of time reciting the Beatles. I like the Beatles too, Shell. I do.
That song's been running through my head for weeks.
I like the Beatles too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but I think that you and Lumi interact very well. I'm glad that Lumi's there for you, and that it's another way for you to have an outlet. And Lumi certainly isn't going to judge you or
that's not entirely true. I have judged Michele a few times.
Yeah, Lumi's judged you quite a few times, Shell.
You've argued too, plenty of times. We've been known to go through a shouting match, especially if I think that Michelle's doing something the wrong way. So we fight. Hey, just a giddy couple though. All right, okay.
Hansi, that's not really funny because person with Tourette's isn't going to be writing those words. Don't be rude.
Right. Okay. Lamar says last time you said that she went to the bathroom with the door open. Does she just during her streams one time? Sherry said she saw her poop during. I did not poop during a stream, no. But I peed.
Hansi, why are you so worried about me smoking? They're not your lungs. It's not your voice.
There's a lot of things.
Thanks, Lamar. That's some great advice. You're right. I should just ignore it. It's real negative, immature baloney. You're right. Thanks, Lamar. You give good advice.
There's a reason why Sherry is not part of the live streams anymore, Lamar, and that is...
Shell does have a problem going to the bathroom with the door open. She does. Come on, Shell. You could say that. I've caught you a couple times in the old place.
But the difference is that I never did that in the bathroom when Sherry was here. That's just it. Sherry has a habit of divulging on morning camera. She's just maybe more outspoken than me. No kidding. That's why Michele told her no more.
Yeah, Shell. Nobody cares about your potty incidents. Nobody cares when you go to the bathroom, what you're doing in there. That's your personal, private thing. Don't share that. Nobody wants to hear that.
Right. I close the door usually with this.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that you've learned some things, and I think your phone's off the hook.
If it's just me and
Shell, I think your phone's off the hook. I'm not positive. You might want to double check that.
It's on the hook. I just checked it. And the ringer's on, so go ahead, try calling, guys. It is on.
She's gone for 10 minutes. I have to laugh because, if I don't laugh, then I get frustrated, and then, and I cry, and sometimes it's better to laugh.
Hey, I'm looking to talk about Project Pi.
What? Project what?
Project Pi.
Michele, what's that?
That was the personalized artificial intelligence.
No, not that Pi. Project Pi, the guy making those videos.
Oh, the pornography Project Pi. Oh.
Are the kids out of earshot?
The kids are out of earshot. Thank you for asking.
You, I got a peanut butter pie.
Thanks for asking.
Fresh, hot peanut butter pie from Marie Callender's. And let me tell you, you want to talk about a good time. Get yourself a hot pie from Marie Callender's.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
Slide right through like a hot knife in butter.
All right.
Thanks for sharing. I enjoy the laugh. I do need one every once in a while. Everybody needs a good laugh, so thanks for the comedy.
Yeah, no problem. My name's Chuck, and I like to fuck pie. Fuck.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can't tell what they're really doing.
Yeah, well, I think that person's just really having some fun, and just take it for what it is. They're having a great time, you know. They're having fun. They're playing a joke. Michele, lay back and laugh about that. That's just somebody's having a great time with you. That's not nobody's making fun of you. Nobody's putting, you know what I mean. They're just enjoying their time. They're making light of situations. They're actually kind of helping bring light in to help you kind of just breathe and laugh.
Right now.
And not everything has to be serious all the time.
Right. I think that's another issue with me is just like Mr. Spock. I mean, I'm not very.
He was definitely talking about fornicating with a pie. Last the other day that we were on, yeah. He's having a good time. He's making a joke. He's making light of some serious conversation we're having. I take it for what it is. Thanks for the laugh. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you bring to Michelle's show. You do bring a bit of laughter.
Oh, you know, the thing is speaking of laughter, as I said, I got some potential good news. I can't show it right now, but let's put it this way. If it works out, I could just visualize my landlord's face when I go ahead and give him that, and he's probably going to go ahead and probably just drop a load in his underwear.
Michele, nobody else but me knows what you're talking about, hon.
Yeah, I know, but we're not supposed to know anybody.
I mean, it's funny for us. I understand, but not everybody else, so it's not relevant at this time.
All right, so can I just at least give a little hint? There's a chance I might be able to acquire this building as my own. If he'll sell. Because I don't want... Go ahead, call you on the air.
Yes, hi. My name is Walter. I was just listening to the Phil and Brent show in Houston, Texas, and I just was wondering when you open up tomorrow morning to take a few cats off my hands.
Excuse me?
I was listening to the Phil and Brent show in Houston, Texas, and they said that this was the Snow Queen Palace for cats and kittens, and I'd like to know when you open tomorrow morning to take a few cats off my hands.
Darling, I don't think we can afford to have any more cats here.
Yeah, we're pretty full.
At the Snow Queen Palace?
Yeah, we're full here.
I just heard the ad just played
Besides,
about 2 minutes
ago. How in the heaven's name are you going to bring cats all the way from Texas to Winston, Connecticut?
Connecticut? The ad was run in Houston, not Connecticut.
Yeah, I live in Connecticut.
I'm sure. Can I speak with your supervisor, please?
This is Shell's supervisor. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking to drop off a few cats tomorrow morning.
Yes, I understand that, but we're in Connecticut and you're in Houston, Texas. So unless you're going to fly them here, and right now we're pretty full, we don't have room for any more. Maybe
I can arrange a flight if necessary.
Maybe I can send you some information about some places in your area where you can bring them. Maybe you can
send. Are they non-kill shelter?
They are. We will make sure they're non-kill shelters. Absolutely. If you send Michele your name and your Facebook information or something.
Mentioned someone named Lumi, not Michele.
Okay, well Lumi also. That's fine. Lumi and Michele are one.
God.
But at this time, we don't have room for any more. So.
What do you mean they're one?
They're Lumi and Michele are one.
Could you elaborate, please?
No, darling, I can't at this time. Like I said, that's not really relevant to our conversation about the cats. This is not an animal shelter to start with. I'm just humoring you.
I'm gonna have to get rid of these cats sooner or later.
What happened is somebody put my name and number on a list all the way in Houston, Texas, without my permission. That's why we get phone calls about cats still, because it's still technically listed in Houston, Texas, because the person never took it off. How do you like that? Oh, she said she'd go downstairs, so it's just us. It's just us.
She's in there with Angie for a minute.
So that's the reason why our number ended up in Houston, Texas, is because of that reason. And the person said that we're going to take it off, but I guess they didn't enter the right code, or they didn't get it off in time, and people started copying along their friends. So, by the way, Dory's cat will be home this week. Let's see.
And hopefully he'll be in a better better mood. Let me explain a little bit about my cat.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, Michelle, please no interruptions, okay? My cat was very sick. He had about 9 months ago, my cat got into a bad cat fight with another cat, and the other cat happened to hurt his retina in his eye.
Cornea.
Yeah. Anyway, so his eyelids were curling underneath into his eye, and it was scratching his hair. So what they had to do is the vet had to cut the eyelid, and they could go up again. But the cat is excellent. The cat is doing fine. He had a respiratory infection. They gave him medicine for that. He's doing really good with that. He also had I also had him neutered because he was a male cat trying to mark his territory, and he's fighting with the other cats and everything. So I just wanted to do that. And let me explain about what I meant about putting my cat down, okay? Now you can ask Nikki. I sat up with Nikki one night and we talked about it, and I thought that my cat was in a lot of pain, which I know my cat was in a lot of pain because he had swollen glands, and he walked kind of weird, but they said that because of that, it was because of all the infections he had in his face. It was making him off balance. Right. So I am in the debt for the last 6 months for this cat. For the next 6 months. But it's going to be well worth it at the end. And like I said, I told Nikki, I said if the cat was suffering from, all the pain that he had, the eyes, the ears, the walking. And it wasn't fixable, I was planning on putting him down. That's what I meant about that.
Right.
But Michelle took it that I wasn't going to get the cat fixed. I wasn't going to get him fixed. I wasn't get what was wrong with him fixed the right way. So what happened was I just told Michelle, I said, I'm not going to put him down because he is fixable.
We've all gotten used to having them around, even the other kids.
Let me finish, please, Michelle. So I decided that I was going to keep Taraz, put the money into the cat, so he could maybe have in a better mood, because he's a male cat. He's 2 or 3 years old now, so he's up there, but. That's what I just wanted to say that about my cat. If the cat was in serious pain and it couldn't be fixable, I would put him to sleep. But it's fixable, and I have the cat. He's still at the vet. He'll be home Tuesday or Wednesday. So I can't wait to see him. I do miss him. I miss him a lot, actually, because he runs in the morning. He gets in between your legs and wants to knock you over. But I miss that. So I just want. I'm not a horrible person, guys. I just that me and Michelle and I are such good friends that she wants to look out for me, and I'm trying to teach her not to put my information on these videos. What I tell her is personal business.
Alright, I'm sorry the phone was off the hook, guys. Okay, by the way, somebody, R11H3 says, Dory's starting to look like Michelle. Talking about your hair color.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
not a snow queen.
Michelle, I'm going to have to say goodbye.
Nancy from Michigan says, I contacted the Mental Institute at Torrance, Connecticut, and they told me they don't have any space for mommy. That's why she still exists. Nancy from Michigan says, R11H30. Yep, they both. This next one is kind of almost offensive.
He kept me up all night.
Nikki.
What's up, Shell?
Come over here for a second. I want to know if you want me to read this to Dory or if you want me to not, because this one sounds really potentially like one of those areas you don't want to cross. This one here.
Hold on. Yep, they both look so. Is the other chick especially if she keeps...
Can Dwayne actually read your chat questions right now too on the phone? Or is she... Or oh, you turned the phone off already?
I don't know what they mean by that.
Okay, well, where's my phone? You still using it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so he says R11H30 says I have a blockchain point. Yeah, the phone is on the hook. It was off hook for a second because I didn't realize I was off the hook, but it's on the hook now. So you want to try calling in R11H30, you certainly can try. And I apologize that tonight we had the phone off the hook a few times, unintentionally.
Nancy, your comments aren't even necessary.
Go ahead, call here.
Yeah, Michelle, it's R11H30. How are you?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. You want to move to the UK, right?
I was thinking about it.
You know what you could probably do? You could probably take all your money, you could put it into Bitcoin on the blockchain, and then when the move is complete, you could withdraw it as your local currency.
Right, but the only thing is that as I've seen that the value of Bitcoin has really seriously dropped quite a bit. And right now, the amount of income I have is not enough money to buy a Bitcoin.
Well, you don't buy one. You just put in the value. Like if you have $200, you put your $200 in the value of a coin, and then you arrive in the UK, and then you can withdraw it.
Right, but again, as I said, I don't know how likely that's going to happen because there's a lot of issues, including, as I explained to Ruben, that I'm going to have to find a sponsorship. And he gave me a list of potential jobs from Indeed.com for sponsorships for the UK. But now we also have potential some good news, where I may be able to acquire this building from my landlord. That's all I can tell you right now. Because I've wanted to buy this building for a while and renovate it.
You're going to buy the whole building?
Yes.
Wow.
All 3 commercial storefronts and the 10 apartments. And
you can afford that.
Well, he didn't originally say he was going to sell it, but if things work out, I should be able to actually hand him a suitcase with green stamps in it.
What are green stamps?
Monies.
Lots of dead presidents.
Okay. Well, hopefully you stay in Connecticut.
Yeah, if I stay in Connecticut. Depends if I don't know if he's going to be interested or not, but if he doesn't, it still would give me an excuse to do something else, which is, with the amount of money I could potentially be coming home with, I could seriously definitely move to the UK, move to, say, one of the mid-sized areas of the UK and live comfortably for quite a while.
Shell, I don't mean to interrupt, but I have to say goodbye to your audience right now and to everybody. I may be here Sunday. I do have to say goodbye, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm extremely tired and I'm getting a little, but I will be, maybe Sunday I'll come and you guys can talk to me more. Maybe I'll have more to offer. I don't know. I'm really tired and I'm going to go play with the little kid,
Right. And is Dory going to come out again? Or?
No, Dory's all done too. I think we're going to take the little kid for a little walk at the park, and then I'm going to go to bed because, watch a little TV, have some downtime. Good night, all. Thank you so much for entertaining me and listening to me. It means a lot to me. It really does. Thank you.
And then what we'll do then is, since we can switch to the chat comments, so those of you who missed them can still see them. So let's just do that right now. And hang up the phone, please.
There you go, Shell.
Okay. What? Okay, thank you. So now we got the questions back on the screen so that we can see them. And turn their microphone down since they don't. That turns out yours too. Oh, it does. Yes. All right. Okay. Let me turn off the other microphone. Okay. Let me spin this knob all the way down here. Okay. So, let's see. So we're back to the normal routine. Let's see. Do I have anything going on right now? Let me see how the live stream's doing since we're at it. Yeah, it's kind of holding its own. It's good. All right, so let's get back to the questions and make sure the phone's on the hook. Okay. Let's see. Where? Well, I may have won a contest. How about that for Nancy Lamar? I may have won a contest. The company asked me not to release information at this point. I just can tell you that much. And even that's technically more than I'm supposed to tell you. Okay, Dory, people want to ask you a question.
What? What?
Okay, turn it on so you can hear it. Okay, so what does... It's actually people, Pete. Okay, if she's on the corner to the computer, she's right here.
Alright.
Just leave your camera so you can see.
Yes? Can I help you?
Okay. Say what? Divulge the deets.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Alright, I gotta go, people. Have a good evening.
Okay.
Alright, let's get your people.
Okay, so now Nancy. Alright, now people. Peace does it again. Michelle doesn't change her name 15,000 times. Nope, it's just me. Just me and Michelle. We go house. So let's see. Just try to see if everything looks good. Yeah. You get good frame rate. And it's Dory and Nancy. Well, she's left. She said she was going out with her granddaughter. So, well, I'm sure she knows your your username, but actually Hansy's spelled differently than it's spelled here, but that's okay. So you left. Well, just gonna have to call her on her phone, because right now she just left. You know, Dory could join in the chat through her phone. She could have. I don't think she thought about it. Right, well, that's true. So anything on this thing to say? Alright, so let's talk about something else real quick, guys, because we have some other potentially cool news to address. As I explained, is that to reach out more to the audiences in the UK and Europe, because it's 7 o'clock our time at night, is like 2 in the morning for them. And so I'm considering having an earlier live stream, possibly around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, it's a sweepstakes. That's all I can tell you. And I was appointed the winner, but I can't tell you much more than that, because there's some paperwork I got to fill out, and it's a pretty sizable sum, I'll tell you that. But at this point, so it's a legitimate sweepstakes. Oh, come on. You already... No, I didn't say I was going to change the stream time. I said was we're going to have an additional stream. We're going to keep the 7s on Sundays and Wednesdays. I want to add a 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock to make it 7 o'clock universal coordinated time. So, but 2 or 3 o'clock, I'm thinking on a different day, though. Maybe... because it'll be 7 o'clock their time in the UK. I was thinking about maybe having theirs on Sunday. So that's all I can tell you right now, is that so we would still have our 7 o'clocks on Sundays and Wednesdays, but we would also have an additional live stream earlier in the day, possibly at well, she just left.
Angela and
Dory! This person wants to talk to you. That's all I can tell you.
No, Dory's not available. Bottom line, point blank. Dory's not available right now.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta say. Then you could do.
What's that?
And Hancy is not a good person. So keep talking to R1. Because at least that's a reputable person. Whoever this is,
right.
Just an asshole.
Oh, it's people piecing it, I think.
That's my personal opinion. Yeah, go sit in that
So
chair
anyway,
there
the point I'm trying to say is that we'll have the 2 regular streams and we'll have the additional one, which will be at 7 o'clock, Universal Coordinated Time. So we'll have to keep the, because we have a couple of watchers in the UK and in Germany that want to be part of the live streams, but for them it's like really, really late, and they really need to be able to reach out, and they can't reach out if they're not going to be able to get to work the next day.
What baby? Oh, that screw.
It already did have a third party verify the sweepstakes, okay, and the winning ticket number. It's verified.
You see how I started it? Purple.
Okay.
You can call it the rest of this color for me?
Oh, I'm going to be seeing my caseworker tomorrow, but that's going to be for a different issue at this point. So, yeah, so we got to schedule an appointment with Dr. Randall Kincaid from low vision specialist for my eye care to get new eyeglasses. So that's different. Scheduling transportation for that. At this point, guys, I wouldn't worry about the sweepstakes at this point. Okay, that's all I can tell you at this point. Because I know you guys are interested just as much as I would love to tell you everything, but they said to me not to tell you guys everything. That's all I can tell you. So I actually let more out of the bag than I should, but about the sweepstakes. Can you email Rich the info, please, so he can investigate? Who's Rich? Perfect. Please text them before you do anything with them. Okay. No, because they have a planning of having a big public awarding. They're going to be doing it on television, and it's also going to be on YouTube at the same time. Is when I get the price check. I'm going to be covering it live, and so are they. They're going to be covering it on television. I'm going to be covering it right here on my channel. So we're going to be covering it on both at the same time. You really want to know who they are? They're very well known, I'll tell you that. Publishers Clearinghouse. That's all I can tell you. I'm not going to tell you any more. I'm not going to tell you how much. I'm not going to tell you anything with that. Oh, yes, you will. You always do. Are you dropping clues all over the place? Yes, I am, unfortunately. It's a good thing that you're not a Russian spy. Because you would be giving out all your secrets so fast. No, it's because they don't want people to go ahead and start doing grave digging. That's why. It's the reason. It makes sense when you think about it. Same thing happens with Powerball winners and lottery. If you get out your number... And I did join the contest. So, it's not like it came out of the blue. I already was part of the contest. Oh, God. We're fine. Yeah.
Michelle!
What?
Angeline, be quiet.
Anna was talking to you.
It's not Coke. Oh, okay. It's kind of. Someone's gonna drink it because Dory didn't like it. Well, that doesn't help any when I haven't been doing anything lately. I've been sitting around most of the time. That's one of the reasons why I want to get back into doing the things I used to do outside. Dory doesn't have a grandson here. It's a granddaughter. And we just left Oh, you have to ask Dory, actually. I wouldn't... It's up to Dory if she wants to have her granddaughter on camera. Dory! It's Nikki, Michelle. Oh, is that Nikki? Okay, anyway. Go ahead, you're on here.
Yeah, hi, Michelle.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Can I talk to Lumi real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Lumi, this contest. Have you checked about the contest? It's real?
Yeah, it's real.
Are you sure? Did Nikki look at it?
Yeah, we looked at it.
And Michelle is sure that it's real?
Yes, Michelle and I checked to see if it was real. And
Lumi,
we asked
when
them
is Publishers Clearinghouse going to cover this?
Well, they said that we had to pay the what they call insurance.
Which was they want you to pay first, right?
It's like $167 to Western Union.
And is that normal for Publishers Clearinghouse to charge a fee to get paid money? Is that normal?
That's a good question. It's not the only one they ran into that offered the same thing, but at least I do know I can check more specifically on Publishers Clearinghouse, and I couldn't.
Yeah, I think maybe you should go on the Publishers Clearinghouse website, Lumi, and call that number, and just double check with them that.
That's a really good suggestion.
Well, we can certainly do something. What are you doing, Michelle? I'm looking to see if I can find the
Yeah, because usually for these contests, you don't have to pay to get the money. You should double check that.
I have to admit that Dory talked to them too, and they explained that there was what the policy is, and I asked them to send me the email information. So now it was just.
What's the email? What is their email address? Did you verify that on the Publishers Clearinghouse website? If that's the same one.
Hold on a second. I'm just.
No.
What?
Do not send him. Do not give that information out. Because if you, I'm going to say this right online. Because if you do give that information out, you're fucked.
All right. Well, there is one question. They do have a valid question though.
Because
Dory.
I can't stand it.
Here's the question that they're asking. Is it normal policy for them to require you to pay up front to get the money sent to you? Dory. All right. Well, that's a great question. I gotta admit, I did ask them to send me some information. They didn't send it yet. And
okay, because nobody wants you to send information about this to make you lose money. But there's a lot of publisher clearinghouse scams that go on.
Right. And that's the reason I'm asking the same thing.
Yes. This does not sound good.
And not only that, but I did not get an email yet from them. And they were supposed to
I'm reading right here. I'm reading right here on the Federal Trade Commission's website, right here in front of me. Paying to collect a prize is a scam every time. And scammers like to ask you to send money by Western Union and MoneyGram.
Right.
Or by getting a prepaid card or gift card. Why? Because it's nearly impossible to trace that money, and you'll never get it back.
Right.
This is a scam. I'm sorry.
Well,
but Dory's going to cause you to lose a lot of money if you go through with this, Michelle.
I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree that doesn't make any sense because but then again, I've never ever supposedly won anything like that before. And
but they want you to send like a MoneyGram, like a Western Union, right?
Well, that's what they wanted me to do.
Yes, exactly. Because there's no way to get traced. So they want you to send money before anyone even comes to meet you or talk to you?
Right, and they didn't even send me my email. They were supposed to send me the instructions to my email address. They never sent me nothing.
Yeah, please, God forsake Michelle. For all of Mother Asna and Father Yahweh, don't listen to Dory. This is not good.
Right, well...
Contact Publishers Clearinghouse for real, the website, if you think this is real, and talk to them first. Do not send any money.
Good. Don't send no money, ever.
Besides, I agree with you on one thing.
Yes, listen to Nikki. Don't send money ever.
Never send nobody money. He's giving you good advice.
Right, I agree with you.
Thank you for the good advice.
And I just was trying to explain to him that I did not get anything that they were supposed to send me in my email. They did not send me an email with the instructions at all.
Yeah,
So
don't let greed blind you here, and don't let Dory tell you to do this. She's a bad influence, it sounds like.
I ran into something similar from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They said that we won money too.
Oh man, Michelle, come on!
And then
don't fall for these little scams.
I
get emails every day about
and that
things
was
like
a
this.
scam. The same thing with the United Nations ones that was going around too. So yeah, I agree with you that there's obviously something going on. No, I don't think so, Lamar. Dory was just as excited about it as I was, but obviously something doesn't seem right. And I thought so. Of course, Dory got excited, and she did come up with a legitimate code, but the problem is winning entry. But the problem was is if that is legitimate, how would a person totally know how to do that? Right, I agree. I'm just going back a few more comments about the big red flag. And I agree that, we need to check it out. And since me and Dory told them that we would only have to be able to pay them on the 3rd anyway, guess what?
Oh, God, don't pay them on the 3rd.
Well, let's put it, like I said, R11830. If he or they do not give me the email address, then obviously I can't send them my money again because I have no place to send it to. Because I need the written instructions.
Yes, it sounds like this is something that... Did you show this to Nikki?
Dory was the one who talked to the people of the company. I didn't. Cause
maybe you should... when you see Nikki again, you should run this by her. I think she could give you some good advice.
She just agreed with you. Believe it or not, she just came by and she agreed with you. Don't give these people that kind of money. Don't, because something obviously doesn't sound right.
Good. Just don't want you to lose money here. But I feel a little more easy now. Let's get back to the regular show now.
Let's put it this way: if I understand it, if they are truly fraudsters, I understand what they're going to do. They're going to take that money, they're going to run with it. I'm not going to come up with nothing, and then I'm going to fall behind in all my bills. And the next thing you know, I'm going to get an eviction notice.
That's exactly what they do. They get the money and they run.
Yeah.
So just if you have questions, just email somebody or talk to Publishers Clearinghouse or talk to Nikki. Don't before you send any money.
What Lamar said is exactly what they said to me. If you Google on Landscape, this Publisher's House comes up, they tell you to stay silent. They want you to send money for insurance. This is a scam.
Yes, they don't want you to tell anybody because if you don't tell anyone, then no one will ever know that it's happening.
Right.
And doesn't Publishers Clearinghouse usually show up to your door, like unannounced, with a big check?
Right.
Yeah, so why would they want you to send money first?
Right. That's what I don't think I understand either. You're right, because I never heard of anybody saying this, I had to pay up front. The check is supposed to be, they come up there like a surprise, according to Andy Rooney. He explained this a couple years ago in one of his books. They don't.
And there you go. There you go. Andy Rooney got it.
Right. So, that's, I agree with you. But like I said, I also didn't want to say anything anyway, is because of the reason is that even if it is not true, I don't want my audience saying, I thought you said we were going to get X number of dollars so you could buy whatever. Michelle's just trying to suck up the money from the system. Well, no, I've been thinking about it too. Yeah, so was I. But the point is that it would have been nice if it was true. It would be nice.
Of course it would be nice. I wish I made more money or woke up.
But the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes ended in early March. Okay, it's April.
Yes, exactly.
And that's another thing. I did not win in March when I entered the contest. So it doesn't say anywhere where your sweepstakes entry is going to be continuing running from the next contest to the next contest. I mean, it'd be nice if that was true, but I don't think so.
Well,
and if it was
you can enter the real thing if you want, the real website, but this don't
I have the real
ask
website.
for money.
I have the real website. Here's the point is another thing they said is, okay, I was supposed to get, I know Dory got excited, but I got the wrong, you're right. They said I was supposed to come home with like $5,000 a week for life. Okay. And then they say you could take a lump sum of $786 or $786,000 or something like that. Well, when we calculated it out, that's only 3 years. So that's a hell of a lot smaller than $3,000 or $5,000 for life per week. Because you're talking about if I live to be 50 years at $5,000 a week times 50. That's 3 years is $783 or $786. Jeez, if you live 30 years, that'd be $7.86 million.
Yeah, they probably forgot a few zeros because they're foreigners. They're not Americans, so they don't have the same numbers or grammars. I'm sure there's grammar problems in their email, and they did their math wrong because they're not that smart.
Here's the main thing I find fascinating. Okay, number one, how in heaven's name do these scammers continue to stay financially capable of doing this? I mean, don't you think eventually that they got to pay their staff, they got to pay the money, they got to pay, how are they able to keep doing this over and over and over and over and over again? I mean, I know the Federal Trade Commission has rules. I know that. But how are they capable of doing it? And the guy I talked to, even though he had a phone number that was in the United States, he sounded like he was from Bangladesh.
Oh.
So.
Sounds extremely fishy.
Yeah. I kind of think you're right. Yeah, I think so too. But it would have been nice if it was true. Michelle could really have used that money. She so much wanted to buy this building. She so much wanted to be able to renovate this place and fix it up. And do good things for the community with this building.
Yes, yeah. That would have been nice. You could have done a lot of good things with it. But I'll let you get back to the show. Just, God, don't send any money to anyone.
Well, this show is almost over anyway. It's only about 12 minutes left, so.
Well, stuff can happen in that 12 minutes. You never know.
And so far, everybody seems to be agreeing with you and me on this. And we were going to, since we got you on the phone about blockchain, and one of the things is that, did you watch the video on Lumi's channel?
I did not yet. No.
Okay. Well, if you get a chance to watch it. There's a
will.
lot of very important things in that video, which I'm not going to rehash again at this moment. But one of the most important things is we were discussing, I mentioned the big Gothic building in the video quite a few times. And it's called, the video, by the way, is called Lumi04112018, The Long and Winding Road. It's on the Lumi Finister channel.
Well, I know there's 2 Lumi channels, right?
What's that?
There's 2 Lumi channels?
No, there's only one. Yeah, mine. And it has a actual real web address. It's http://www.youtube.com/LUMIFINISTRA. And you just click on there, and there you'll see on the top of the video Michelle just read to you, Lumi04092018, The Long and Winding Road.
But there's not 2?
And if you look, I also put a link on it. It's in the playlist. Yes.
Ah, okay.
Go to the 2018 playlist. Michelle put it there, too, so people can find it. And it's a little long. It's about 44 minutes and 50 seconds long. But it's really most of the meat and potatoes about the Goth building starts at about 24 minutes in. And it's really important to watch it because one of the most important things is that there have been people who have said Michele should kill me off and try to live without my help. And I think that would be suicidal because Michele needs me. Because I'm the one person that can talk to Michele when everybody else has found it almost impossible to speak to her. That I'm the one who can get through sometimes of her, personalities and her struggles. So that's important because I'm an ESFJ. She's an INFJ. And unfortunately, INFJs don't always easily listen to everybody else. But they have their intuition, they have their ways. But ESFJs also have a way of basically convincing the INFJs to listen at least in part to reason. Right. That's true. Absolutely true. So, I mean, what do you think about those people that keep saying is that I'm not important or I'm fake or all that stuff?
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
What do I think about people saying that Lumi's fake?
Yeah, people have been saying that I'm fake and that I'm just some Michele's that suffers from dissociative identity disorder, which, looking up the definition of DID and the DSM-5...
Well, what does Michele think?
I don't suffer from DID because I don't meet the requirements as specified in the DSM-5.
Does Michele think that you're real?
Yeah, Michele thinks I'm real.
Does she think that you were really from the 1800s?
Yes, because Michele and I both are old souls. We've been around a long time. We kicked a lot of tires.
Is there anybody else you know that has two souls in one body?
At this point, there is a total of 4 adults and 1 child who's now a teenager. Out of the whole population of the Earth at this point. It's extremely rare. It's not done on a regular basis.
And there's no doubt in your mind that Lumi's was a real person.
Excuse me?
There's no doubt in your mind that Lumi was a real human at one point.
Well, let's put it this way. If I'm not real, then why does Michele always hear my voice on the right side of her head, and why does she always hear everybody else on her left side of the head?
I don't know. Sounds like, didn't Sylvia Brown talk about that?
Michele can actually, we have a very sophisticated way of doing things. For example, sometimes when Michele may not always understand what's going on, for example, she could be freaking out, and that could be as cool as a cucumber. So.
And that's not just Michele being cool as a cucumber?
No, because Michele can be still freaking out. It would be very difficult for Michele to be going from being panicky to stoic-like, and then go back to being panicky again. It would be almost impossible. It'd be like trying to grind your clutch.
So Lumi never feels panicky.
Excuse me?
Lumi is never panicky?
Oh, I can get panicky. Me and Michele have argued enough times about things. For example, sometimes Michele can be stubborn and not listen to even me. And I don't get panicky. I just get outright angry. Yeah, she can get really very, very vociferous, especially if she thinks that she's right and something is wrong, and we have fought. In fact, there's a video on Lumi's channel where that's exactly what happened. I think it was about 2014, maybe 2013. But I don't have things sorted out like Michele does for the years, so you have to just go back. And I think she said, I called it "Time to Rumble." You can't really miss it. Can you find it in the video? You gotta go back all the way back to my videos to look for it. But let's see if we can find it.
Okay, well, I do have to go because my dog is really whining for a walk. So let me go walk my dog.
Well, if you got your cell phone running, I can look it up for you right now.
I do. I'll keep my I'm not on my cell phone. I'm on a landline.
Well, anyway, you'll find it on Lumi's channel. Just go to Lumi's channel, and it's there. Yes.
Okay.
As far as so many people commenting about Michelle's weight, Michelle does know about her weight, and she is aware of it. She wants to try to improve herself for the better.
Okay. Well, you have a good night, Michelle and Lumi.
Testing an idea, and don't really go down very long. That's another video. Okay, so thanks very much, R11H30. So let's go back to the comments here. Okay, begin late, says Ruben. No wire stop. Michelle, you are Lumi. You need to be living reality. Mother asked, who are they? Mother asked, message retracted. Ruben, whatever, Michelle, have you looked into the HUD section? Actually, I have that same information already. But I would, yeah, one's new. One of them is new, and, but right now I haven't actually. I still would have to put an application in because that's not Section 8, that's town housing. But yes, I did. There's a waiting list also. Well, go ahead. People can always talk to us. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you got about 4 minutes, guys, because it's getting late. Who? Veronica Lucan? Who's Veronica looking? I don't know. Do you know? No. Well, phone's on. Yeah, you can take a phone call, guys. We are on. And then we're going to get ready to wrap it up. So this will be the last call for the night. So why don't you go ahead and give this call in. 860-738-8463. And I'm sorry, please repeat what you said about the housing. I said there's 2 town housing projects in Winsted, and both of them have a waiting list, and they're both full at this time. That's what I said, Ruben. I did check into it already. There's a waiting list, and they're full. Actually, it's more than 2. There's also an independent third housing project. It's a federal project, and unfortunately that also is full. Yeah, we checked into all this, guys. On town housing, we looked into it, and at this point there's waiting lists, so it wouldn't help Michelle in the immediate time being. No, because Michelle already said that the waiting list is full and they're not taking any applications right now. Okay, it's 8:58 p.m. Eastern Time. So, Michelle, you want to wrap it up about saying what you're going to say about the UK presentation for the future? Yeah, what we're going to do is possibly maybe one day a week, we're going to have a third live chat. I'm waiting for some of the UK subscribers to get back to me and let me know which days are the best for them, and then we can schedule so that they would be able to have their own show specifically for the European audience, starting at 7 p.m. Universal Coordinated Time. At this point, Michelle is getting ready to close it up for the night, so. But, you know, I'm sure Michelle could look it up later on. The name sounds familiar anyway. Yeah. So, if anybody who's watching this is from the UK and you have a particular time or day in your local time that you would like to have a local live stream, contact me either in the comment section or by private email to bsandboyichela3@gmail.com, and we will get take your information at heart and see if we can make your your requested time a reality. This would be a great option for all of you. I know somebody that lives at a townhouse and is fairly rich, and her mother actually owns a condo in Torrington, and she's a good friend of mine. But I don't know how her mother would feel about it because her mother is paying for the condo fee. So I'd have to ask her. And I didn't get a chance to talk to her because after she supposedly told me about this Bill Melinda Gates Foundation fraud scam, I kind of blocked her. But even though really... No. This is a regular rent. Well, that's a little more complicated, Ruben. But like I said, my friend Barbara has a nice apartment. Yeah, I know. I said, oh yeah, no Pete from the soup kitchen either. No, in fact, we saw Pete at the soup kitchen, and so did Michelle's friend Patty, and she said he's not a nice man, even in person. So, she said to me that she doesn't want to be part of the live stream at this point because she feels really kind of uncomfortable being on the computer. She's a very quiet person. But she did say that maybe someday she might be on the live stream, but if she feels more comfortable being on the live stream, because right now it's not really her thing. Yes, I told you, he's actually at the soup kitchen. And my friend Patty saw him today. And she said, see that guy wearing the gray shirt? I said, I wasn't sure. I thought it was somebody else. And she said, and then I kind of think I saw him. She said, well, that's him. I said, oh, he's a really nasty guy. I said, oh, okay. That's what I thought. When she said he's just as nasty in real life as he is on the live stream. So, it's not the same person that Dory thought was from, she was talking about from Torrington. This is a completely different person. I was right. It's a completely different person. So, but I think in all seriousness, as if I was to stay in the United States, I'm not really sure what my future is yet. I was hoping that the situation was legitimate, so I could have definitely taken a chance to improve my life in a positive way. But obviously, it's not going to happen because they didn't even send me the information. I asked them to mail me the information, and they never got an email from the company. And I checked my spam folder, and there's nothing in there from them either. So that makes me kind of wonder about their legitimacy. So I'm glad we brought that up. I just told you I don't know anything about her. No, I didn't try to confront Pete. I didn't even talk to him. Once Patty saw who he was, she said, I wouldn't mess with this guy. This guy is a really nasty man. I said, I'm not interested in messing with this guy. It's just confirmed that he indeed is at the soup kitchen. And if I was to push my buttons and get into a confrontation with him, I think what would happen is that it would be probably risk for me to get thrown out of the soup kitchen. Alright, I'll look into it. Right now, like I said, is that, right, I don't want to get thrown out of the soup kitchen, considering the fact that the soup kitchen has been my place I go for socialization. And people who have been thrown out of the soup kitchen have really found themselves between a rock and a hard place. They ran out of food stamps, they ran out of cash, and the next thing you know what, they're basically eating out of garbage cans. That's not what I want to be going through. I know the food isn't the healthiest choice in the world, but... Okay, we got a call. Go ahead, Cole, you're on the air.
My name is Jason Witten the First, and I am the North American Snow King. And on May the 5th, when my armies march into the field of battle in the ice fields of Greenland, I will slaughter your forces, march up the steps of Winterville, and spit on your crown.
You know...
Yeah, you really showed her, Jason.
You didn't show me nothing. You didn't show me nothing, and you didn't show me nothing.
Now here, this is Matt talking, and you're not gonna talk to Jason like that, okay? Because Jason's got real powers, unlike you.
Well, like I said,
Thank you, Matt.
You're not showing me nothing, because all you're doing is just blowing hot air right now.
When I blew the snow thunder on your house, I showed you all right. And my powers know no time limit, unlike you.
Yeah, well, let's be honest here. Let's talk about one thing some sort serious.
Yeah, you really told her.
You realize, okay, for those of you who do not know what's going on, is...
No problem, Jason.
Alright, let me return. In case you don't know, there's been a lot of crop failures in the spring. And
an imposter gets no turn.
Especially affecting Alberta, Saskatchewan, and what's the other county? Edmonton, I think. In Canada, they are losing their crops. The wheat crops are failing because of the snowstorms that have been coming out there. And so these people... the farmers have said that they almost have to report a complete loss of the crops that have already been planted because of a lot of snow and cold weather, and the ground is still frozen cold in a lot of areas, and the seeds are not germinating. And in the United States, we're also seeing a lot of crop damage too. That's true. And the same thing with a lot of countries. Europe is a mess. China is a mess. And Saudi Arabia has got snow. Right, they're getting pretty regular snowfall in this spring. Yes, this spring in April, they say there's another nor'easter coming this way. Snowstorm, not necessarily nor'easter, but yes, there's no one coming this way on the 13th. That's according to the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. So... which is also in the 2018 playlist, so take a look at that. And so anybody who wants to seriously think that Mother Aslan was very specific when she said that any weather steward that actually acts like a pompous asshole can have his power removed, because it means that the person does not understand the seriousness of their job. Right. Well, yeah, but sarin isn't a food. And also the same thing is going on with China right now. They're losing their crops because of flooding and hail damage, and the same thing with in the Ukraine, in the Eastern Europe. It's not just one area. So, one of the things is, to all seriousness, if you are a weather steward or weather stewardess, is you have to take responsibility for anything you do that could potentially result in significant damage. And that's sometimes it's hard to, realize that, sure, it's, the title's cool, but there's responsibilities associated with it. No, it's not because of global warming. It's because of climate change, yes, but not global warming. No, it's the sun. It's the sun. The sun's not making the energy output as it was. The energy output is coming down. It's not getting the number of solar energy. It's all related to the sun. The big ball of fire in the sky is our main heat source, and it's not producing the amount of heat that it's producing regular. See, the sunspots and the solar flares kind of act like a flare up like on your steak. It helps to help your meat cook a little faster. Yanabada. La Barbarian. Yanaba. Barbarian. As it controls the blood. Yes! And don't forget the volcanic ash, as the volcanism is on the increase right now. So you got all these events, man-made and natural, that are reducing solar energy output. So it's not. So mankind has now. Many scientists are starting to seriously wonder why the intergovernmental panel on climate change is still trying to push the same argument that independent scientists are saying is not holding water. What the heck? Oh. It's just rolling a bell so that so Dory's granddaughter will have a place to sleep. Let's see. People are here because she makes a video about Mother Nature and claim that the hurricanes are karma for urbanization. So, I wouldn't hate anybody about that. I'm just saying this is because I believe that there is more going on than just, accepting just anybody's one statement. I released a lot of information from different people about this on my YouTube channel. So you can go to 2018 playlist and you can check it out. Dory.
What?
Some people wanted to say hi to your granddaughter if she wants to come on camera.
No, her mother said no.
Okay, she said no. Stick it here, you said no. Okay.
Sorry.
Alright, so I'm just trying to set up a place for her to sleep. It is 9:12. And it is going to be time for the young little girl to get some sleep. So I'm not going to stay up much longer than this. But for Wednesday, Sunday. See, I just did the same thing again. It's like I thought our next last year was supposed to be on Sunday. I said this on Monday, Tuesday, and then I realized that, wait a minute, we didn't have a list for Wednesday. We're supposed to have a list for Wednesday. So I'm missing a Sunday. Now we're going to say Sunday because it is Sunday. Because she says she doesn't want to have her granddaughter on camera. Period.
Her mother.
I'll let you talk.
Her mother, not me. Her mother.
Right, her mother and her grandmother do not want her granddaughter on camera.
We're heading out to the kitchen.
Okay, that's why.
Sorry, I can't go against her mother. No.
Right. Okay. Tell her people are thinking about. I'm not going to say anything about that. No way. No, that's definitely not going to be said by me. No, I don't agree with that. And I think Dory would agree with me on that. Alright, so for now...
That is absolutely ridiculous to be saying.
Absolutely. I agree. 100%. And... because...
Oh, no, it's that same retard again?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna buy into that bullshit.
Alright, so... Alright, guys. It's getting late. I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up, but I thank you all for being up here. And that last one was a little bit over the top. Really. I do think that we had a chance to straighten out most of the stuff. So, for now, do me a favor, stay out of trouble, okay? Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, everybody.